Black Pixie back with another Black Pixie moment. This video is about a point that I've heard some people call reparations. And the one that I'm going to speak on is education. I myself have experienced this. Not to the degree of this man, because I was a stay-at-home mom, entrepreneur, home-based business, mother, and I went to school and got my degree in computer technology, an associate degree in computer technology. But they say reparations, education, could put more money into HBCUs so adults, Black Americans, can get an education, because that's reparations. This man right here proves why education is not reparation. Because this man got 3 degrees. He got 2 master degrees. And let's hear what he has to say. Now, this is a video from 8 years ago from,
Warning against the end of the world tomorrow. I think it's employed by Budweiser's.
He's 55-year-old homeless man, carries 2 master's degrees, and his name is Maurice Johnson. And this is from a channel from 8 years ago. This guy named Danny McGlashing. But anyway, let's hear what Maurice Johnson has to say with his 2 master's degrees.
6 o'clock tomorrow, yeah.
Okay, 5 o'clock I'm buying 5 Big Macs. Cares about my cholesterol. Life is over.
Brother, you gotta tell him the story, man, about where you're from. My buddy's from Cleveland. He's
I live in Ohio. I came to Boston and started a job. When I got here, it was given to someone else and they didn't tell me. So now I'm staying in a home.
So what did he say? He got a job in Cleveland, Ohio. He got a job. When he got there, the job was given to someone else. I actually experienced that. I got a job, went through the background check, clean. Drug test, clean. Never did drugs, smoke a cigarette a day in my life. And I'm a careful, safe driver. So I had no tickets. I maybe had a couple of speeding tickets, but those were speeding tickets, paid them off. But as for having drivers, no. There's nothing on my record, not even the speeding tickets. And after a couple of interviews, I was told I had the job. But they were just waiting on the drug test. So I come in to see what the drug test is. Oh, they had already given a job to another girl that was already working there doing another job. So they gave the job to her. But after a few weeks, she ended up quitting because it was too much. I would be a driver, taking auto parts to different businesses. They would order the auto parts and I would deliver them to the different businesses in town. They had this girl running the computer, which I could run the computer. I could do either one. But this other girl was cashier or something. So I would get the job running the computers. I would put it in the computer and whatever, get the orders, and then I would take it to the people. They ended up giving it to this girl. This girl ended up quitting. That's the second time a job that I qualified for was given to someone else. The first one was an engineering job that I took a test online. I took a test online to see. It's some test they had online, setting up some storage place do something to the storage place where you. Now this was many years ago. My husband out there 15 years, 16 years. So that's about how many more years ago that was. But anyway, I forgot, cause the word that I'm trying to do after my MS hit about 10 years ago. It's kind of hard for me to bring my words and stuff together, but I'm getting there. But anyway, so it was like a little room on the website, and I had to go and I look at this room, and I was supposed to set the room up where where the storage area will best benefit the plant, something like that. If you kind of get what I'm saying. But anyway, they apparently liked what I did because I got the interview. When I got the second interview, I'm waiting on the third interview. I never got the call. Then my husband calls me and say, well, you got the job. I'm like, no, nobody called me. He said, well, they tell me you got the job. So he goes running up front, and this lady, 3 times my size, way taller than I am. My husband like, that's not my wife. Me and the lady had the same name. My husband said she only lasted like a couple of weeks because she could not do what I could do. I went to school for computer technology, plus I have other skills that are different from what a person who hadn't gone to school and who don't have my abilities to do certain jobs. I'm a natural kind of mechanical thinker, engineering type person. I'm highly creative. So that's how I am. So you can't hire somebody else with my same name and they do what I do. She didn't know what she was doing, so they didn't fire her. But they would never hire me. My husband was like, well, why did you know? You knew you had the wrong way to hire her. I don't know why. I guess things happen that way. And I'm assuming that was happening to this guy. Well, anyway, let's hear some more about what this guy said happened to him.
My shelter. I've been looking for work since November. I've come close several times. Like, we usually want someone younger and probably not black. I don't know about that. I think definitely.
Never, not in Boston.
But in Boston, it's not a surprise. I'm finally getting some responses to my resume. And I got 14 voicemails on my phone right now. Hopefully some of them are job offers. So
now you have a PhD in aeronautics, physics,
and a master's
PhD in physics
from Dartmouth College and a master's in electrical engineering.
How does
this man got a PhD in physics and a master's degree in something else? Come on now. And he can't get a job? And you tell me, and you want to tell adults that education is reparations? Why he ain't got it? He talking about they want somebody younger. It's not about they want somebody younger. It's about when he got there, they saw what he could. They saw what color he was, and it was a wrap. Because I'm going to tell you, another experience I had. I went online and I applied for a job at, I went face applying for a job at all the auto parts store. And I wouldn't be taken seriously, especially after what the other one mentioned I was supposed to deliver the parts. So I went to other stores. You know, they knew in 5 seconds whether they're going to hire you or whatever. So I went online and applied for them. But you have to take some kind of special test, some kind of survey. I call it a test to filter out people. So I went on there, took the test, passed the test with flying colors. They sent me to the store, the different AutoZone stores, to apply for the job. The interview set up. I went to the store. I went to both stores, different stores, and the other two Once I come in there, like this dude, once they saw him, it was a wrap. So I went to the third store I went to. It was a white girl in there. She was the manager, and it was a Mexican guy. Well, when I went into the store for the interview, he looks at me and says, you have to pass a particular survey to even get an interview. And he looked at me and I looked at him. He said, well, apparently you passed it. And then he told the girl I was there for the interview. The girl looked at me. You know, the girl went to lunch and never come back. And he was saying that, well, I this and I that. But I just left. I saw it for what it is. So that BS about education is reparations? No. You can get an education, but it don't mean you're going to get a job. This man got an education and homeless. This is ridiculous. Let's hear a little bit more.
Somebody who has that end up... It's blowing me away. Dartmouth.
It was the sacrifice I did to take care of my parents. And one of the problems was when my father died, my house was going to be foreclosed. So I had to liquidate everything I owned to save the house. My mother had Alzheimer's. The last thing she needed was to buy a home. Find a new place, but she didn't know where she was at the time anyway. So I said, they paid my way through school. If it takes 10 years, I'll make the final years safe and comfortable. So I sacrificed everything. I had all my electronic stuff, my car, all my savings. I paid off the house. So when I settled their estate, when they passed on and they sold the estate, I was set to go back to work. Then the economy tanked. And that's what happens.
You see that? So
where I used to work, there used to be 30,000 engineers. I worked for Lockheed in California. Now there's 3,000. So where are they going? Boeing's laid off, Northrop laid off. So where do we go?
I had a friend who worked for NASA in Texas. He got laid off.
This was 8 years ago. 8 years ago. And in now 2020, all of 2019, you talking about education. What good is education and all those degrees if you're homeless? If you are forced to live on the street, you are forced to sell every single thing you own down to your electronics. So your parents who put you to school would not have to be homeless like him, because they foreclosed on his parents' house, and he did it. He sacrificed everything for his parents, and that's what we should do, because he sacrificed everything. Now the house is paid off, and they got some place to stay. Like he said, she doesn't know where she is anyway, but he needed her to be there, and so now he is on the street. And you call that reparations? Education is not reparations. Not the education according to the old era, because we in a new era now. 2020, we in a new era. And that education is reparation? No, it's not reparations. Reparations is cut check, a black agenda, what's the other one? It was talking about tangibles, which in that too, but it's mostly a check, legislations that have money. The black community got money. They work. So the money that they make is flowing into their communities like everybody else money flowing in their communities. And they're making absolutely sure that black people don't have homes, they don't have businesses or nothing. They are totally dependent on the system, and they're told they are lazy, don't want to work. When this particular man right here is homeless with a PhD and a master's, had to sell every single thing he had so his parents wouldn't be out, so his Alzheimer's mother and parent would not lose their home and be out in school after they done sacrificed and put him through school. So this is what he had to do. So let's listen to a little bit more.
Yeah. I applied for a NASA contract when I was in Cleveland. And then the contract was canceled. That was like 3 months ago. So it's just simply bad luck. And
There's no such, he says simply bad luck. There's no such thing as bad luck when you got a PhD in physics, you get a contract with NASA, and it's get canceled. This for no reason. That's bad luck. There's no such thing as bad luck. It's such thing as setting people up to fail and making sure they fail. Once once the information goes through, oh yeah, he's good for the job, until they see his face. He ain't trying to say that, but it's obvious by all of the things that's keeping him homeless.
when you have no money, it's very difficult to start over.
Yeah, it's
And frankly, staying at the shelter has been an experience I don't want to repeat ever in my life.
for a lot of people too.
So I'm hoping to find something very, very soon. And I've gotten some contacts. So I'm very hopeful. I knew it was going to be tough in the winter. No one hardly hires me.
Let's look at it this way. This man is very positive. You have people that say, oh, this, oh, that. This man is very positive. And people say, well, you're not positive. You're not this, you're not that. You can't get no more positive than you are. You constantly, you always go out with positive vibe, positive feelings, and you get the same thing. But they say, oh, you're not positive. That the main thing that used to irk me with family. How you gonna tell me I'm not positive and I'm talking positive? You won't hear me saying nothing negative about nothing. I'm steady about, oh, but you not be positive. Those are, back then I didn't know what those was back then. But those were, I guess they were gaslighting words, trigger words, manipulation words that a lot of people tell you because they don't really know no better. Or they got a job and doing better, but they think another person trying just as hard. Really not. Anyway.
Now that warm weather's coming, things are beginning to happen. But it's frustrating. I had a position here teaching at a school near Northeastern, teaching mathematics for 6 months, 4 months. They only offered $1,000 for the 4 months. You can't live off of that. Another company in San Francisco begged me to come out there, a startup company. They're developing a product, which is great. I've done that before. They only offered $15 a week. I said, in San Francisco, that's the most expensive city in the country outside of New York.
Thousands to rent that.
They said, well, you're going to have to come out here on your own or interview out here with someone else and pitch a ride. And I went, go away. I just hung up the phone. So,
Can you believe they offer a man with a PhD in physics, a master's degree, and whatever you can say he has it in, and we want you to come out here and work for us for $15 a week. That's what they pay Mexicans. They come over, the illegal men to come over here. And the only reason I'm saying that is because of what I saw a few weeks ago when my husband went to his doctor's appointment. And that's the only reason I'm saying that. Because they treated my husband like he was a Mexican. This man has insurance. His copay is $15. That's his copay. My copay is more because they took my doctor out of the network or whatever. So his copay is $15. So this lady asked him, do he want to make payment on the $15? My husband looked back at me. He looked at me and said, what? why would I make payments on $15? He said, well, if you make payments on it, you can pay, you pay $8 a month for 12 months. My husband said, why would I pay $8 a month for 12 months when I can just hand you $15 right now? The black people working in there stepped back when this white lady and this Mexican lady started talking to him. They stepped back. Because I done got them straight when we first went there, when this bill was like $100 and something. And they said, did he want to make payments? I said, why would he want to make payments? I said, he got money. He can pay his bill. They looked at me like I was crazy. He said, well, you want to make payments or you want to pay on it? He said, I pay it. $100 and something, $120. So when they went to pay it, they said, well, the total amount is like 100 and I think it was like 200 and something, almost 200 and something. And because see, they only told him part of it. When he said, and they said, but I think it was like $295 or something. Because I guess but he was going there before, they don't tell you the full thing. That I know. Because when I go to my doctor and I pay a certain amount, I still get a bill I still get a bill a month or so later. That's how they do. But then the thing with this place is a little bit different. They just don't tell you. So when he went to pay it, they said, well, it was 100 or something because of the past bills that was on there. He said, well, you can make payments on it. He said, I got it. So he gave him $200 something. They look at him like he crazy. I look at that lady. I'm like, what make y'all think we can't pay I said, what make y'all think we cannot pay our doctor bills? I said, this man ain't. I'm stay-at-home mom. We married 28 years. My husband always freaking took care of me. If he can take care of me and 4 other kids, what makes this woman think this man cannot pay? All the kids are out the house now. It's just me and him. What makes these people think this man cannot pay his bill? He look at the lady card. Pay the whole thing straight off. And then looking at him with attitudes. I'm like, I don't get these people. I just don't get these people coming up here, and I mean white and Hispanics coming up here, talking to black people like they're crazy. I'm like, lady, what make you think this man cannot pay? What make you think black people can't pay doctor bills? I said, there might be some that, you might be got some that can't pay it. I said, but you can look at us and tell we ain't one of them. We are not a single mother on welfare coming up in there. We are not a man on disability or Social Security coming up in there with, I guess, like a lot of them we see. You don't see that in us. But you talk to us like we stupid. After I tell that lady off the first time, I don't even got to go up there. My husband look at that lady and he tell me what to do. I look at her and he said, can you believe that woman asked me if I want to pay $8 on $15? He look at that lady and hand her $15 in cash. Look at that lady like, lady, please. So, and that was just a few months ago. I think his appointment was in 3-4 months ago. I just like, it's crazy. But that's how they treat this man. $15. I think everybody said $15 a week. Like he said, get out of here with that. People are crazy. But education is reparation. Come on now.
With the economy this bad, it's difficult.
What about Cleveland? That's where you're from. That sounds like a nightmare what you were telling me.
Cleveland's a ghost town right now. There was a time where Saturday morning there's this area in Cleveland like this called Public Square. It's the main, it's not the only shopping mall in Cleveland. It's pretty much like that, like the Coffee Place Mall over there. Saturday morning at 10 o'clock, I sat in the middle of the intersection, just like here, and there was a single car on the road. I mean, north, south, east, and west. Nothing.
I couldn't imagine that. Like, you see all the people in the cars here that have this downtown area just be a ghost town.
And I started thinking, there's a tumbleweed going by. We were really in trouble.
Oh, man.
But there's just nothing. It's just the stores. Every time I go to the mall, it's all different stores, but they all close. Because I see these people, they're just standing there and there's no customers.
The politicians aren't doing anything about it.
They just get reelected, get their big salaries, and they sit there and do nothing. Our mayor tried to get the Democrat convention. They were one of the nominees for the sites for 2012. And I was there watching it, and he was giving them a tour of Cleveland.
So this was back in 2012?
Because he didn't offer nothing. We don't even have any hotel space enough for that. So I came here, I was going to start that new job. I was really hoping for it. Didn't happen.
Would you be up to hear from people if people want to get a hold of you to offer you jobs or anything, writing? Would you be up for that at all?
Sure.
Have an email or?
This man really? Would he be up for that? Dude, what did you think he been doing? The question that people ask, would you be up for people calling you about jobs? Like this man said, he got a whole bunch of voicemails. He hope one of them is a job. And he's spoken where he actually got a job. The way he looked at that guy just now, interviewing him, like, dude, really? This guy interviewing this guy, but he's as clueless as he can be. It's like he don't really believe this man when he said all this stuff that he did to get a job and what he went through. I'm like, $15? Really? That takes me back to another story. When me and my husband first got married, and I had to, and I was, my husband wanted me to quit my job because he worked at night and I worked in the morning, and he needed someone there to watch them kids because the baby got sick and all. He asked me to quit, nurse him back to health, whatever. So I went, to like just get a office type job, whatever, how to help out. I went to what we call the unemployment office. They shut them down, and they should be shut down because they don't get people jobs. They're full of it. And I've been telling them that since I was 18 years old. But anyway, I went in there to get jobs. And when I went to get jobs, you know how you will see a bunch of men, back then was black men loitering outside different places. Well, there was black men loitering out the place, outside. And I didn't understand why they were loitering there. The thing is, when people come up and they want work, they would go do their job and they would pay them when they finish. But anyway, I went in. Now, I'm a high school graduate. I got a diploma. And I had some college back then, but I ended up finishing after I got married and had all the, years after the kids. Years leaving the kids was about in teenage or whatever, just about when I'm getting a job, kind of help out. I applied for the job. They sent me to this job. I went to this house. They said I would get $5 an hour. Now I was used to making $3 and something an hour back when I was doing that time. That was years ago before I even got. I think I just got married. But anyway, that was back in 92. That was back in 92, 93. So you know how long that was, 20-some years ago. But anyway, I go to the job. The man asked me to rake up the grass on the corner. I'm like, okay. I don't have no problem with, physical labor like that. So I rake around how this man standing on his porch. He timed it to exactly an hour and handed me $5. I look at that man like he lost his envelope in mine. I'm like, $5? He said, well, you get $5 an hour. So you're going to make sure I work exactly 1 hour and get $5? I look at that man, I say, first of all, I'm going to work. I say, that's gas money for me to get here. Because I live in the country. And I think 10 miles in the town, 13 miles in the town. Is that long? I said, I'm not coming back. And I went to the unemployment office and told them about it. I'm like, what kind of job is that? I said, how you going to send me to somebody's house? I get exactly $5 and I go home. I said, that must be something. I said, oh, so that's what you do with those men standing out there. Yeah, man, I tell them people in the office, I said, I must have lost their mind. And then when I started my own business and I was going to a different school, teaching doing the career day, showing the kids how to be entrepreneurs and own their own businesses. That same man at the unemployment office, he was out there, and he come up and look at me, and I was saying, yeah, the unemployment office, the unemployment office. He come on and tell me it's not the unemployment office, it's the employment office. We employ people. I've been going to the unemployment office ever since I was 18 years old, and at that time I was 30. And I said, y'all ain't never got me no job, so you're the unemployment office. You look at me like you fool. Like, I don't got time for that. The stuff that they do up in there with digging out, those girls in there say, they were not allowed to give black people jobs. They were not allowed to give me a job. And they would have a stack of jobs on the desk. They would tell me they don't have no job. And I told them one day, I said, I see jobs right there on the desk. Because I was going for a receptionist job. And I've been on volunteer with Habitat for Humanity in the office, for the experience. And he want to tell me, but they didn't have no jobs. I said, I'm looking at the jobs on your desk. He could say, well, the only job you ever did was working at the sewing plant as a seamstress, so that's the only job we can hire you. He said, you don't have anything. I said, I have experience as a receptionist. I said, because the girl trained me at the Habitat office, in her office. She said she would train me and refine me because she noticed I was not as refined for the office. Because I only did pay when I was at the college. I only did like letters and stuff in the office back then. The work study get paid and whatever. And so she refined me, and I went there. He talking to me like I'm stupid. Well, he just made it clear. The jobs on the desk, I was not going to get one. I was not going to get those jobs, because the only job place they going to put me is in a sewing plant. I'm like, who you think you talking to? I might be quiet, 99 pounds soaking wet. I wasn't even married back then. Was I? I think I was married. Yeah, I was married. I just got married. Like, I got a mouth on me. I don't talk loud or nothing, which I didn't talk loud back then. I just let him know, like, I just look at him like, really? Then I said to myself, I told myself, man, you don't get to decide what kind of job I'm going to have. If I want to offer a job, I'm going to get an offer job. I never got an offer job. So I started my own business in 1997. Got my business license, entrepreneur, had my florist business. They good. Sold Avon, home and garden, different stuff like that. I made money. So I'm like, really? And that's what I did until I become disabled. With the MS and the vertical, just falling and all of that craziness. So it is what it is. But because what this man going through resonates with me, because even though I had a husband, that took care of me, because homeless on the street was just not something I was going to be. It's not something I was going to be. Homeless, certain lifestyle, I was not going to be that lifestyle. You create the lifestyle that you live. So like I said, my life could have been different. I could have been struggling out there like some, but that wasn't a life for me, and it wasn't going to be. I'm pretty sure he didn't want this life for him, but a lot of time when you get in a jam, you make decisions that you think is the best that you can do, but anyway, either way it go, the decisions you make create the life you have at the moment. It is what it is.
Phone number, way to contact you?
Hundreds.
Okay.
So you want to plug it out?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. The one I use, most popular, mjnomad@yahoo.com.
mjnomad@yahoo.com.
MJ's my initials, Maurice. And Nomad.
He's an MJ nomad. I mean, he's not mad. You can look at him and tell he has that mentality. I'm not going to be mad, and it's just bad luck. There's no such thing as that being bad luck. Especially when you get a job. It's not bad luck. I don't believe in bad luck. But it's always why he experienced what he experienced. How he could get out of it, I have no idea. But for the most part, whatever life we live, It's based on the decision that we ourselves make. But anyway, this is almost over. Got a few more seconds.
I move on. And I'm not looking for a top of the line aerospace. I've been out of the business for a while. One of my problems is so qualified to scare people away. Being a big black guy, I scare people away. But I just want a chance. Science would be great, teaching would be great. There's nothing greater than teaching. Teaching physics would be a blast. So I'm available. Let's see what happens.
This guy is hardly scary and very, very friendly, and the knowledge, he outweighs me tenfold when it comes to intelligence on things. Very well spoken. Get in contact with this guy. It's unbelievable the people that we're meeting out here, like at Boston Homeless. The friend I'm about to go meet can put together a website through HTML like that. I can't comprehend why in this country, as great as it is, people with PhDs are in shelters. What? I have nothing else to say. Brother, thank you so much.
I appreciate the assistance.
Absolutely.
That was crazy.
Starving to death. Somebody give you a steak and $12.
That was really crazy. Therefore, this is the reason I say, this your BS telling adults that they're going to fund, do I think warrants that she's going to put so many billions into education, HBCUs? Black people got education. This dude proves that Black America got education. So it's not education that they need. It's the jobs that they went to school for and what they need. And you're not going to give it to them? And he's going to say it's just bad luck? It's not bad luck. I couldn't tell you what it is because I can't tell you why I couldn't get a job. And what was put in front of me. I can't really tell you why. Except that I put in my mind, who are you to tell me that the only job, the unemployment office they were going to give me is in a sewing plant. And now you know these sewing plants where we were seamstress like 28 years ago. Those jobs are going now. You don't have people going to the plants sewing clothes like that anymore. I don't know how they are doing it now. Because I came up out of that when I got married. Then I put in hundreds of resumes and applications all over my town. 2-3 cities. Not one person would hire me. And to the point I'm like, this is ridiculous. It make you want to throw up. Literally. So I was like, you know what? F it. I went and got my license, which I already had my little business, but it's kind of rough when your family and the people, the circle of people you around supports everybody but you. Always got something negative to say. But you know what? I went out there and did it, and I got my customer base. I got the right people, and I made my money. But you got people that always got stuff to say. They're always saying stuff to keep you down. Oh, you need to set your priorities. Especially when your priorities are perfectly in line. Where everything is flowing like a beautiful river. Ridiculous. So, this talk about ADOS, and this thing with Claude Anderson is crazy. Claude Anderson got as far as he could get. Now, he want to try to get his DOAS or moving again. Because ADOS, ADOS, have gotten way farther than he could ever get. And they're trying to bring down ADOS by saying Yvette and Tone disrespect. Nobody disrespect this man. This man was not disrespected. He goes on the Breakfast Club and disrespects ADOS, talking about he's an elder. He need to respect the elders. No, we are in an era now where the younger are the elder. And these old people did what they had to do. This man, 85 years old, he done did what he had to do. Now, adults is doing their thing. But we know what it is. But anyway, reparations, education is not reparation. Anyway, that's it for this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.